got a little tilt action going on.
On the top and the land. Oh yeah.
Jump faces look nice. The till is insane. You got a little wall right at the end of the split lane.
That's awesome.
These northerners think this is sand.
This is sand.
This is not sand.
This is sand.
This is not sand.
Bro.
You see these? That's sand? That's a rock. Yo, this is some sick sand.
Yeah, man.
Sand section leading to the biggest jump on the track. My dad said I'm not clearing this jump.
Looks doable.
He also said I'm not clearing this jump. This is my guy right here. This is my guy right here.
I think you got it from the inside, personally.
I got it from the inside.
Honda Power.
How much are you gonna give me when I clear it?
$1.
That Chipotle bowl? Measured in at 103 feet. Grits. Grits.
What do you think of the track, Nick?
Track looks pretty ideal. I said I'm hitting Bigfoot. No one has faith in me, but I'm hitting Bigfoot.
I got
It's the
faith.
last race. You're the only one who has faith. Nobody else has faith. It's the last race. It's ride or die. For real.
What'd you do, Nick?
I lost my right hand guard in the last practice. I almost made it the whole day without wrecking. And then first lap of the last race, I did a 360, almost rode it out. But at the last second, boom, came off, bike did a little flip. I hit the ground, not hard though. Just lost the hand guard, the rest of the bike looks good. Hit Bigfoot. Hey, how was today?
We rode, and the quad's fine, but it caught the rut, and it did a wee, and I did a wham, and then it went over me.
Yeah.
I did on the dome piece, but
Bike ate him. The bike.
the bike ate me, ran me over. What are you thinking for today?
A whole lot of last round, not last place. I ain't gonna wreck, no puking either.
I know you're hurting, but it's 8 minutes of pain for a lifetime of glory. 450B Moto 1 coming up now. All right, 450B Moto 1, gates about to drop right now. Let's go, gates down. Rushing into the first corner. Got a decent jump, decent start. Probably could have waited to hit the brakes a little bit right there. Probably could have let it go a little longer, but not a terrible start. Fourth off the line right now, off of I think there were 20 in this class. We're coming off this first table. I didn't like that inside lane. It was hard to make that table from the inside. Then you got my other buddy Tyler, launching that jump like he's Joel Hetrick, thinking he's pro, but worked out for him. And now we're going into the sand section. Sand section, it switched lanes throughout the day for which one was faster. I don't think the lane I took right there was faster in this race, but right now we got some work to do. We're down, it looks like we're in 7th right now. We started in 4th and we dropped back to 7th quick. That's not good. Got to make up some ground right now. I took the inside lane, the inside to outside, and then this outside spit you out to the inside, coming up into this nice little rhythm section up here where we got to step up. Step up was fun all day, every day. Coming up into this table and into another table around this corner. And this corner right here is actually where I did that 360 in practice and fell off and broke the handguard. But that's all that happened. Everything else was fine. I was fine. Bike was fine. We're coming up to this split lane right here into this table. And then right after this table, we got, looks like we're still in 6th. We're in 6th right now, it looks like. We got this split lane. It's a sand section leading to the biggest jump on the track. This is Bigfoot, measuring 103 feet. Didn't send it right there. Had some people in front of me and didn't want to risk landing on anybody. I was seeing wad-ups all weekend on that jump, from entry level, like from C-level classes, which is beginner class, and then all the way up to Pro-Am, Pro Sport. There was wrecks happening on that jump, so all skill levels were getting claimed, so I wanted to be careful. But right now, we're back in 5th or 6th, and got passed right there, so now we dropped again and again. It's hard with these split lanes. There's a lot of passing on this track, so if you took a lane and you got caught up behind somebody, if somebody else took another lane, then they were most likely going to pass you. But we're coming up on the sand section again. We've already done a full lap, so you've seen the track. Honestly, Briarcliff was probably my favorite track of the series this year. It was just fun both days. The track, it never really got super sketchy. Even Bigfoot, the biggest jump on the track, held up all day, every day. Got a little sketchy to hit in practice, not beat the face, but the run-ups to it got a little choppy, but ended up on race day being super fun jump all day. Like I said, definitely out of all the tracks we went to, this is my favorite one, so I appreciate the Osborne family for allowing us to come here and put this on and putting this event on. But we're back into this rhythm section right here. Now, my buddy Tyler is in front of that guy in red. Just keep that in mind for these next few seconds. So they're battling up there. In my mind right now, I'm like, okay, I need to catch them. They're duking it out. Maybe they'll hold each other up and I can catch up to them and try to make some passes and then start trying to charge more towards the front of the pack. But they launch Bigfoot. I'm like, okay, launch it right behind him. Let's go. I see this yellow flag come out, and then Tyler. On the ground, what the heck? Doing a headstand when I come off the jump. I see him rolling. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to smack him. He runs off the track, thankfully, really fast. And thankfully his bike and the other guy's bike went off the track, so I wasn't at risk of hitting those, or else that could have been bad for me, and then also anybody who was behind me. But very unfortunate that happened. I will say, he ended up being okay. Both riders ended up being okay, which was good. So we'll get back to the race, and you can hear their updates after. But we're going back into the sand section right here. And right now, I'm kind of just trying to make up as much ground as I can. I think where I'm at right now, I'm pretty sure I'm in either 4th or 5th. I don't remember exactly, but that's currently where we're at. All right, this is the final lap. I cut forward a little bit because nothing much was happening in the rest of the race. I didn't want to make it boring for you. We didn't gain any more positions. We kind of just settled in, but I wanted to show you guys this. One thing from my perspective, I cased Bigfoot right here, but hard hit, slapped the camera down, so that was fun. Come on, buddy.
Well, didn't go as planned.
This is what happens when you get landed on.
Over Bigfoot.
Did you see that? That's called ripping a hole shot. I didn't even know what that was until this weekend. Apparently, when you rip a hole shot, it makes life so much easier and the race so much easier. But we got to that corner first, we clicked 4th and left everybody into that corner. I got a whole horde of people behind me who want to kill me right now. So we're gonna try to put down as much distance as we can. Everyone behind me is out to get me right now, but feels nice. Got a freshly groomed track. and we ripped whole shot. This is Production B Moto 1, my second race of Saturday, but the adrenaline, the pump, the feeling of just ripping the whole shot was absolutely insane. Like right now, I'm probably the happiest dude on earth. Coming into this rhythm section right here, feels good not to have anybody in front of me and I can just ride my race, ride the track like I know how to ride it. Not saying that people behind me are any slower, because they're definitely not, as you'll see, but it just feels good to be out front. It was the first time that I ripped a whole shot all season, and I was beyond stoked. But anyway, coming up into this banked corner where I rolled in practice, and we're coming up to these split lanes now. I think I was actually making a mistake doing this line, so I did inside there and then inside there. I actually think I should have been doing inside then outside. I think that second inside lane was slower. I almost lost it right there. It almost over-rotated, spun too much, and I almost came off, but we saved it. I'm in front right now. We're coming up to Bigfoot. Yeah, I already know we're gonna hit it. There's no way we're not. We click fourth. We're coming out the outside. Clutch it. Nice. Got it clean. Coming to this inside lane right here. Like I say, you can see the till, dude. This is a freshly groomed track. That little table right there was so deceiving. That's not even deceiving, but it's just so easy to overjump. I think I probably overjumped it like 15 times on the weekend. That little off-camber straightaway thing was pretty fun. You just really got to go in tight and kind of hug that inside as far as you can. Take this table, almost die again. Got kicked a little bit, but I knew in the air that it was going to be fine. But it did feel and look a little sketchy from the exterior angle, or the exterior camera we had. But we're coming up into the sand section, like right here. This lane was so hard to choose which one was faster, as you're gonna see. Coming up on the left, my buddy's going to come in on the left side, and we're gonna be side by side going into this rhythm section. It was fun. I was looking over at him. I was trying to get him to look over at me, but he was locked in. He was like, I'm making this fast. So now he's up front, I'm in second, and now I'm just gonna try my hardest to stay with him. Right now, I'm gonna try to follow some of his lines, and if I get close enough, in my mind, I'm thinking if I get close enough, what I'm gonna do is just try to change it up and take a different line. But we're going on to that step up. He said, I'm not just gonna get around you and keep you clean. I gotta throw a little bit of dirt on your camera. And now we're going around to this banked corner again. And you'll see, I'm pretty sure I do inside. See how he went inside, outside? I think that was definitely the faster lane. I mean, you might even be able to tell that he got a little bit of time on me right there. But I think if I would have stopped doing that, I would have made up some time on him and then my other races as well. I was kind of locked into hitting that inside line. So that probably hurt me, but we're coming up on Bigfoot again, and you know we're gonna hit it. You saw he didn't hit it, but I was like, that's not gonna stop me. Gotta hit it again. Coming up into this split lane over the finish line jump right up here. This one wasn't the finish line jump. I think this was the finish line jump if I'm remembering correctly. So you got this table, and it's sort of off-camber straightaway, but it's only off-camber for like the first quarter. Then it's straight, gas it. I was probably fourth wide open right here. This outside I liked way better. It was I didn't think I did that. I don't remember that. Nah, it's hard to remember these races, honestly, when you got all the adrenaline going. But I like that outside line way better because I didn't like the inside line. At the very end of the inside line, they had this little wall, this little hump that made it very difficult to hit that table afterwards. It is not ideal. Like, you had to go a little further out to hit that outside line, but I personally think it was faster, and then definitely hitting this inside right here was faster. It was just a matter of actually getting it. Back on this rhythm section right here. Now, I know he's pulling away on me a little bit, and I'm starting to see that, so I'm like, okay, I need to lock up this second place. Second place would be my best finish of the season, and I need to lock it up. So I know there's a couple people behind me, and at this point, I'm more just trying to ride my race and keep them behind me, not let anyone get around me. So we're coming up right now on this banked corner again, and this is the third lap, I believe. So after this, we'll be coming up on after Bigfoot. There will be the white flag, and I just gotta fight these guys off for probably a lap and a quarter more. Right now, I'm just trying to make as minimal mistakes as possible. Hit that table. We're gonna go out again right here, just because you're able to rail this outside. You gotta check up a little bit for that inside. And I knew if I was in front that they weren't gonna be able to pass me from the inside. Launch Bigfoot again. Bigfoot's so much fun. And yeah, we're coming up to the split lane and back to the finish line jump where it's checkered, or not checkered, my bad, white flag, going back into this little off-camber straightaway. All right, I cut forward to the last few corners of the last lap. Just know that the race is going down behind me, but we're coming up to the split lane before Bigfoot, so I'm like, okay, I'll go inside and hold these guys off. Nope, blow that corner. I wasn't gonna hit Bigfoot till I got to about right here, and I was like, whatever, we're just gonna send it. If not, these guys are gonna pass me. Send it on a whim, clear it, able to secure that second place finish, coming up over the finish line jump. Best race of the season so far for me. I was stoked on this, and then I almost flipped it right here because I launched the finish line jump and it slid a little too much, but yeah.
All right, so before Nick's post-race interview, I'm just gonna say, if he didn't look back as much as he did, I think he would've got first.
So apparently I got a looking back problem. I'll admit it.
You do.
I do. I definitely do.
You
but I
really
gotta
do.
say, life is so much easier when you rip a whole shot. Let's go, first whole shot ripped this year. Best finish, I think, this year. Felt great out there. Good job, Aiden. He got first, I got second. Gonna run it back again tomorrow. Try to do it again on the starts, but great day for me. Glad my buddy Tyler is not more hurt than he is. Glad he ended up walking away from that. Appreciate him filming today and getting all the shots. This guy behind the camera right now. But yeah, we're gonna try to run it back again tomorrow. Let's go. All right, we are indeed running it back again tomorrow. This is 450B Moto 2, Sunday Moto 1. Let's go. Gates down. Don't have the greatest start, but you know, it's not the worst. I think we're, what, like 5th right now? It looks like, heading into the split lane right here. Yeah, again, not in the line that I wanted to be in, but you know, we had to do what we had to do. It's kind of just take what you can get on the first lap, after the whole shot around the first corner. Coming back into the sand section right now. I'm just going to the one that I think has the least traffic. As you can see, it's probably pretty even headed into the split lane. Ended up making the one pass on the guy that was to the left of me. Now we're gonna rip outside right here. We're following behind my buddy right now. See, we're side by side. This guy gets me back into this little rhythm section right here. Charging this wall, and then we are hard on the brakes going over this wall. We don't want to watch it. I saw somebody snap an axle there a couple years ago on that jump. Just launching it, landing at the flat, axle snaps. Now we're coming into this split lane right here. Going outside. This outside kind of had like, it wasn't that bad today, but Saturday there was like this little hole right at the end, and it was kind of trying to take you off the track, and you almost kind of let you off the track. We're in back in this rhythm section right now, going around this bank turn. Pretty smooth bank turn, coming up onto this. Remember what I was saying, is inside lane, and then I would take the next inside. But honestly, that's all the footage we have for this first race because we got covered. 450B Moto 2 update. Hopped off the track about like an hour or two ago. Just resting. Got like 8th. Got a decent start, but poor line choices on my part, and I think I got 6th overall. Next class is the one I ripped the whole shot in yesterday. We're gonna try to do it again, see if I can back it up, hopefully, and hopefully get that podium position. That's the goal. We're gonna go out there and send it. Yes, let's see if I can back it up right now. Production B Moto 2, last moto of the weekend, last race of the year. Going down to this first corner. Definitely didn't rip whole shot, but again, not a terrible start. I mean, we're like mid-pack right now. Pretty tight though, as you can see. We're all over this guy in front of us that kind of squeezed in and made it just in front of me. And headed into this first table. I think every single whole shot I was in the split lane, and like I said, you gotta take what it gives you. You can't have all the lines. Coming up to this sand section split lane again. We're gonna go outside on this first lap because there's more people on that inside. Although I think that inside lane was faster. So he got to the very end. I made one pass right there, and then we're coming up, and then that's one of my other buddy Tylers. I know two Tylers, guys. Two Tylers racing my class. It's the other buddy Tyler, not the one that crashed earlier. That's in front of me, number 34. So I'm like, okay, let's stay with him. Let's see if we can find a way to get around him next. But he makes quick work of this guy in front of us, well, they're side by side right now. But he comes out right here and makes pretty quick work of him coming up over this step up, passes him. Now I'm okay, now I gotta get this guy so I can get back up there with Tyler into this rhythm section right here. And we're coming up to the banks corner. As you can see, it's pretty dusty out there, pretty slick, but you know, there's still decent grip out on the track. Coming up on this inside lane. I think that inside lane was faster, this inside lane was not. This inside lane I liked better. It got right up on the rear of him. Coming up onto this table right now, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hit Bigfoot. I got a good number of people in front of us. We're gonna take outside just in case. Not confident that we're gonna be able to hit this because I know the guy in front of me is not gonna hit it. Tyler launches it, but he doesn't, so I don't go for it. But I'm like, okay, let's race this guy down this hill. We gotta make an aggressive pass right here. See, we're rubbing tires. I was gonna go inside, but I pushed him out so I could make the pass. Onto this table, coming into the off camera, we made the pass, and I'm like, alright, let's make some ground. Let's catch up to Tyler. Let's put the pedal to the metal. Let's catch up to him. And now we are into the lane I like, but as you see, still it's kind of slippery, pretty dusty. Last moto of the day for me, not last moto of the whole. There's still a bunch more races after me. Last moto for me, late in the day, it's dusty. We're just trying not to spin out. But like I said, the track still had decent grip. We're gonna go outside again just because like the entrance to the outside was not ideal. Actually, no, I think we went inside on this one. It was deceiving. Trying a different line, following Tyler. Made some ground on him in the sand right there, just a little bit. Back onto this inside lane. That inside lane was way faster. Remember, I said it's way faster if you can get it. Got it that time. It's easier to get if you hit the inside to outside split lane on the sand section. You're almost guaranteed to get that inside lane after. Now, just looking for opportunities to pass Tyler. Trying different lines. Trying to just rip this outside without blowing out of the corner. Coming up to this rhythm section right there, getting a look back. Could have jumped that step up a little further. I don't know why I did it. Maybe I struck a little too hard. Can't really recall right now. Went back up to this banks corner. Now we're going to take my Dookie Buns lines. That good line. This bad line. I'm going to take this inside lane again. Right now I'm also thinking, alright, am I going to hit Bigfoot? I know Tyler's going to hit Bigfoot, but that guy's right in front of him, but I think I'm debating right now. I think I'm like, should I play it safe? I'm not sure. Yada, yada, yada. We're going to make the decision right here, and I decided to play it safe. Tyler jumps it. Should have jumped it right behind him. As you can see, he made a tremendous amount of time on me right there for me slowing up and him sending it. So I'm like, okay, that's it. We're sending it the rest of the race. My tires were hooking up on this dirt today, and I was like, yeah, no, there's no reason that I don't send this now. So now I have more ground to make on Tyler because I didn't do myself any favors by not hitting that jump. The track's getting dustier by the minute. It's getting hotter by the minute. I'm like, let's finish this race strong, dude. We want to be up there. We don't want to make any mistakes. Got some dirt on the camera, but you know, we're going to live with it for right now. We're going to take this outside sand section. Trying to make some trying to gain some more time on Tyler. He's taking a different line than him. I was able to ride it pretty good. You can't really see, but I made some time on him right there. Sand sections are my specialty because I'm down in Florida. Hard pack are the northern guys' specialty because they ride hard pack all the time. Tyler's a hard pack guy. I'm a sand guy. He probably knows how to finagle the hard pack a little more than me. So, and his line choices were a little better this moto than mine. Yeah, coming up to this rhythm section again right here. I think this is the third lap, I believe. And alright, making a little bit of ground on Tyler. but he's having a phenomenal race. He's racing great. Coming up into this banked corner. It's hard to really see where I'm at on this track in this dirt. And see, if you guys are mad at this footage, you gotta blame Tyler. He's the one who kicked the dirt up at me. Coming up on Bigfoot now, I'm like I said before, we are hitting this. There's no way we're not hitting it. I go to the inside, I know Tyler's gonna hit it, so I jam the throttle and I'm like, yo, I'm hooking up, wah, and then I almost flatland that thing. This is crazy. I didn't come close to flatlanding it all weekend. Sunday, when you think the track would be at its worst, was not at its worst, and the run up to Bigfoot was at its best. From the inside, third wide open. When I'm hitting it from the outside, I'm hitting it fourth wide open. I was third wide open and almost land the flat. Crazy. Felt so good to hit that jump. Tyler's still a good bit in front of me. I'm like, okay, I need to step it up more. Got one more lap to go. Let's make something happen. Don't have much time. Now is not the time to be patient. He's having a great race, like I said, and in order for me to secure second overall in this race, actually I think in order for me to secure second overall in this race, I need to stay where I'm at right now. But that didn't happen. This guy got me. I was like, what the heck? I'm like, no. But in my mind, I don't know that that's what I needed for second overall. I honestly thought I needed to pass Tyler for second overall. Not that it matters now because somebody's in front of me. There's like two positions from me getting, I'm 2 positions away from Tyler, and somebody got in front of me. What the heck was I doing? I don't know. But we're back in this rhythm section, coming up to like the last quarter of the lap, coming up into these split lanes right here, and I'm like falling back a little bit. Like, what's going on? I don't know. Maybe it was fatigue. I don't really remember right now. But you know, it's not the greatest scenario. I'm like, okay, we got one more chance to hit Bigfoot. I'm not going to be back here for another year, most likely. I don't know if this guy in front of me is hitting it, but there's a good enough distance in front of us for me to just launch this, try to make up some ground. Ooh, hit it. Yeah, didn't make the pass back, but I will say, I forget what position I got, but I was good for third overall on the weekend. The goal was the podium, and we locked up the podium right here. First podium of the season. Let's go. Wrapped up the motos for the weekend. What did we do? What did we do in the last one? We were like 4th off the start. I ended up getting past like last lap for 5th. I ended up going 2.5 for 3rd overall. Happy with that. My goal was a podium on the weekend to end the season. We're gonna regroup, go through the bike, train hard in this off season, come back for that championship next season. Very grateful to everybody who backed me this season, and all the people we just got to have fun and ride with this season. Congratulations, Keaton, Tyler, thanks to my dad for making this possible, and Williams Performance Engines for having the motors dialed, and let's see, we had FXR, DASA, Henson clutch components, SSI decals, Renthal, and Walsh. Thank you for all you guys who backed me this season, and friends and family, and then Lord up above for keeping me safe. But yeah, had a great season. That's a wrap on these national vlogs. We'll be back next year.